Hello, my name is Ryan Halsey, and I'm a software engineer at Red Hat. And today I wanted to introduce some of the work I've been doing involving Tripleo and Project Kolla. And specifically, what I wanted to show was using the containerized services that from Project Kolla. I wanted to show how a simple upgrade can be done within the Tripleo environment. And also, in the second part of this demo, I actually want to show the how this containerized work can even be integrated into Red Hat's management tools to really even get the full effect if you do use those management tools as a customer. So first, Triple is made up of two parts: the Overcloud and the Undercloud. The Undercloud being the installer cloud, and the Overcloud being the management cloud or the user cloud. And specifically, what I'm going to show here in the first part is actually going to be the user cloud, and I wanted to show that there's in fact an instance running. And this is important because I want to show that this instance is going to be unaffected when I do this upgrade. So we're going to switch over to the Undercloud. And as you can see, this is basically how I went through to set up the overclock that I showed on the previous screen. And what we're going to do is you can actually see there's a compute and a control node, and we're going to SSH into the compute node. So you can see our Docker images, you can see our Docker processes right now. And specifically what I'm highlighting here is that the Nova Compute service, specifically with the old tag, and you can see in the Docker images that there are actually two tags that I have cached. One is the old, one is the latest. The latest actually has a newer RPM than the old tag image. So I'm actually going to show that right now. So that's the RPM in the old tagged Nova Compute image. And we're going to just remove it. Okay, so Nova Compute's gone. And we are going to replace it with the latest Nova Compute image. Okay, so that atomic install command, because we're actually running on atomic, so if we're using actually some of the atomic tools here, it's going to use the docker run command that actually came out below the output there. And so we're going to show that that's in fact running. So there we go, you can see right there that the latest Nova Compute image is in fact running. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the RPM that's actually in that image to show that we did in fact do an upgrade here. Okay, so you can see we actually upgraded to 2.2-1 from just 2-1. And so really what I want to show here is that specifically if you're doing any sort of package upgrade and when you have the service running on your machine, if you do this upgrade, there could be further additional dependencies that come with it. And so any of those dependencies could cause any of your other services to break. This is why process isolation within containers can be so effective. It really adds another layer of abstraction to allow for you to run these containers, these processes in isolated environments, so that when you do upgrades like this and the dependencies don't break all the rest of the services. So what I want to show, what's really important, is that this image is in fact still running. So we could have killed Nova Compute container and we could have killed Liver container, but this instance never would have gone away because this data is actually stored in the host because those containers are specifically running in super privileged mode. Okay, so that's the first part of the demo here. Now we're going to go to the second part. It's really some of the management tools that Red Hat offers, which is specifically Manage IQ. And I wanted to show that when you run this containerized overcloud with Tripleo, I wanted to show that it actually does not affect your use with Manage IQ. It's actually going to be identical. And so we actually just logged in to Manage IQ on the top there, and down below in the terminal, I'm going to show that machine and that machine that this is talking to, and then we do have the containers running. And you can see there what they are and that they are running and then where they come from. And you can see actually in the relationships tab on the right there on Manage IQ up top that this is being populated, and it's being populated in fact by the cloud down below. Okay, so this is going to run very quickly here in the second part. Basically, we're going to use Manage IQ, and we're going to spawn an instance. And so I just wanted to show right there that there's nothing running. Okay, so if you follow up top here, we're going to go through. This is just a standard workflow, and we're going to spawn an instance. Okay. There we go. So now that really in conclusion, the point of this is that I wanted to show that through process, isolation and using containers and really adding another layer of abstraction, that we can in fact do upgrades really easily without having to deal with dependencies and any issues with breaking other services. And so really this is a great step forward for Tripleo, and that this is an additional method to deploy it in the Overcloud, and it adds a new and an improved way to do upgrades, and really it simplifies it quite a bit. And so if you're further interested in this work, you can follow me on Twitter at RyanHalsey1. Also, I'm going to be posting more videos related to this work on this channel. So I'll be tweeting about them, and they'll be up here pretty soon. Thanks.